Welcome back to another video of Extreme Slayer, and we're back with another awesome and amazing video from this awesome and amazing channel. And we're bringing to you once again another amazing video. As you guys know, I just recently started driving, and to get up there, it was not an easy road to get up there though. Not a very easy road, because this road just to get a permit took a long freaking time. And the thing is that most of this is not my fault actually. Like some of it I actually blame on the actual DMV for this because it took it took forever, and it has to do with the test actually. The DMV test itself composed of 34 choice questions and 16 slang questions. And you had to get 28 choice questions and 14 slang questions correct in order to pass. But that right there is 84%. So if you don't get towards that, then you fail. It's as simple as that. So getting in the 84 to me sounded pretty easy because all you had to do was study the book. That's what I thought, at least at the time, because I thought that would help me. Once last September, I actually got the book for the actual DMV for my dad, and I spent the whole 8 months diligently looking through the book, making sure that I was getting the information correct, because I knew I was going to take a test over this eventually. So then, after a few months, or 8 months, I meant, I was finally ready to take the test. So then, the week after my birthday, I actually went to the DMV to take the test. At first, when we got there was a lot of people already waiting at the front door, so it was pretty long wait. But once we got in, we grabbed our tickets, which actually tell you what number you'll be to be called up. I got 72, so that meant I had to wait a long time, more like an hour. That was mainly because the people who were calling out the names were going as slow as you imagine. 9, 10. Yeah, that was pretty much a waste of time because they were going pretty slow. But eventually they got to me, and I finally went to this computer to take the test. On the computer, they told me to sign in, and I finally got into the test. And as soon as I looked at the test, I was like, what kind of test is this? Because the first question was already stressing me out. Because one, the question was written differently. Went to the next question, same thing. Third question, oh my gosh, you wouldn't believe it. So hard. So I ended up having to guess on the test because since I only read from the book, I had no experience. Literally no experience on how to take the test. So unfortunately, I did not get far in the test. Like once you got to question 27, or was it? It went to a blank screen. And instead of going to the next question, it went directly to a screen that showed you failed. Like it literally said I failed the test. I was confused because I was thinking I was gonna get through the whole entire test before I can go back to check my answers, but instead it said I failed the test already. I was surprised. I was like, how did I fail the test so fast? I mean, I wanted to go back and change my answers, but they wouldn't allow me to. And that's not even the worst part. The worst part was that this computer had a sound speaker, so the thing actually blurted out loud that I failed the test, and I need to come back next week to take the test again. And people from the other side must have heard it because I saw a few heads turn my way, and I started getting really, really, really nervous because I was sitting there and I was the only one with the computer that was saying it. So then I started frantically pressing the do not turn volume up button, but no, the volume button would not go down. It stayed the same way, so I was getting blasted in the face and irritated me. I don't know what kind of joke they were playing on me. I mean, the DMV for doing that to me, that's just pretty dumb. Because one, that was embarrassing to hear that in my face. And so I went home disappointed that day, only to try some practice test. So then I proceeded to take the test online. And the practice test looked just nearly close to what you expect to see on DV test. And that test was actually a lot easier, so I was able to get through them over and over again, and I managed to pass them fairly good. So then next week comes around, It's time to take the test once again. But once again, I run into another freaking problem once again because before I could even take the test, I had to go to this person who actually had to check us in to go take the test. But there was a problem with that. They said, the person purely said, you need ID to get into the test. Well, right there, I was baffled because I never heard about this from the week before. Because the week before didn't say we had to bring ID the next time he came because he already had us in the system. But nope, I had to get my dad up to help me with the problem because I didn't have ID with me. And then she told the person who's actually going to let us take the test told my dad that I need ID, and unfortunately he did not bring it. So actually, for that time, the joke was on them for not being specific. And since they did that to me, I was so upset with them. I was like, no, you gotta be kidding me. I came here to take the test. I studied all those hours, but you wouldn't let me take the test. All because of a stupid ID. It just goes to show you that that's just not right. And because that was the second Saturday in a row. I was thinking I was going to get even closer on that test, but nope. So then, after 2 weeks of waste, third Saturday comes around, and this Saturday was the Saturday I knew I was going to have to pass the test because I was tired of waking up early on Saturday mornings already. So I knew that was going to have to be the day that I was going to pass the test. But I got close. This time on the test, I actually got close, but once again failed. I was so close to passing the test that time. So unfortunately, not lucky that Saturday. Memorial Day weekend came around, and that was weekend I was expected to pass the test once again because I came very close to the last time I did the test, but I was wrong again because this time something anticlimactic happened. Something I did not expect to happen. We went to DMV and there's people standing right there, and you notice right there a white sign on the door, and that white sign said closed for Memorial Day weekend. Seriously, why didn't you tell anyone? Why? Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell everyone? Yeah, they just sucked. We went there 4 Saturday in a row and they weren't even there. So once again, I got home, and once I got home, I was completely angry at them for what they have done, and I was completely triggered. And even after that, I was really, really triggered because I really didn't know what was gonna happen on next test. Now I was really confused. So then 2 weeks passed after I had to take an SAT after that, and fortunately until the week after that to take tests again, and finally I passed it. It took me until this day to pass the test. Yep, June 9th, as you can see right there. That's also when I got my birthday present, which I've been waiting for a month because I had to pass the test in order to get my new device, which was a phone, which is currently what I'm speaking to right now as well. But nonetheless, that's how long it took for me to get my license, which was desperately annoying, having to go through all that crap and humiliation because it was just too much. Too much humiliation really got me steamed up at the DMV. And even I had to go back over there to take my driver's test. I really don't hope that this is not the same crap that I deal with what I had to deal with for when I had to get the permit license. So hopefully they don't do this again to me. Because I wasted 6 whole weekends. 6 whole freaking weekends. Imagine that. I lost sleep for 6 whole weekends, and I was pretty, tired by then because things sleep a loss, having to go to church on Sunday, which is also a thing for me, and also having to get up for school. They really put a really huge dent in me. So luckily, I was able to get my sleep back. All I hope is when I take the driver's test that they do not do the same crap to me again. Hopefully, they don't. And that's it for today's awesome, amazing video. If you enjoyed these awesome, amazing videos, feel free to like and subscribe to always get updated on new videos from this awesome, amazing channel. And also, feel free to dump some fan art, as we're still looking for some awesome fan art from some talented people here. If you have some, then feel free to show it to us by downloading me through my social media. And also, don't forget to follow my Discord. It's in the description. See you guys next time.